two questions. Sorry, one there, and one in the middle there.
McElvoy from Standard. How worried are you about the growth of the BBC website and the potentially retarding effect on digital development in newspapers, which is indicated tonight as a vital part of our survival into the future? And secondly, you spoke about public subsidy. For those of us who find that extremely hard to accept, what do you think about the idea of private subsidy for serious reporting? I'm thinking on the model that Arianna Huffington has proposed, because in a way private interests are more transparent perhaps than public ones.
Sorry, that's in the middle, back there.
Sorry. The BBC now has an arm to basically adjudicate stuff when it comes in, because it seems to be the real problem is that you can get a mob as easily from stuff that comes in. You can follow a herd sort of view. How do you think that you control from following as it were? Sorry, I'm being very articulate. The main role of journalism is actually to stand outside herds. That's why it's useful. And how do you do that when you're more subject to stuff that comes in?
BBC, I feel tremendously conflicted as a citizen and as a subject, as a normal person. I love everything about the BBC. I love most things about the BBC, and I'm so grateful for it being there. And I think what works really well in this country is having a highly regulated, impartial, very tightly controlled bit of the media, which operates to different rules, and then you've got this sort of Wild West at the other end, which has its own problems. But I think having that sort of tension between the two is quite healthy. I think as a competitor, I think it's a pain. I think it's ridiculously large and bloated and overfunded, and I hate it. So I feel both those things simultaneously. And if I'm trying to be grown up about it, I think actually it has done some remarkable things in digital and probably helped more than it's hindered. Though I did get anxious, like everybody else, about it, in spite of its expansion into local reporting. I don't know about private subsidy. I mean, I would be amazed if Arianna Huffington is actually a solvent operation, not solvent. I would be amazed if it's running a problem. And when I hear her expanding from what is a very simple idea, which was a brilliant idea about expanding the pool of public commentary and getting into reporting, I think that's crazy. I can't see that seems to be muddling a very clean idea and getting into a world in which. So I would be amazed if she's making a profit. So I just don't know of the private model that would do the things that I've been describing. And to G's question, I think, I mean, we wrestled with this with Conference 3. I was sort of rather rosy in my description of Conference 3, and at its best there are some wonderful debates and some wonderful experts who write there. At its worst, it's ugly and it's nasty and not very enlightening and all those things. I think there are two things. One is the sort of self-correcting mechanism of, if you want to call it, the mob itself. I think generally there is a sort of equilibrium that develops in most of the threads as people come in and the traffic forces. And I think there will be software solutions by which, in time, more sophisticated than exist at the moment, that will enable you to filter out the people you don't want to read, or for people to rank or rate or dig or whatever. So I think that will become more sophisticated in time.
I'm afraid we've run quite over time already, so we'll have to draw to a close there. Thank you very much indeed, everyone, for coming this evening.